Do you believe that age must take away your strength, your memory, or your joy? Look around and you will see a truth many people overlook. Some men and women in their 70s and 80s still rise early, take a walk, cook meals they love, and smile with a light that inspires everyone near them. At the same age, others feel tired, dependent, and trapped in bodies that seem older than the calendar. What creates this difference? It is not only luck, it is not only genetics. Research shows that small daily choices can decide whether your later years are filled with freedom or filled with struggle. In this video, we will share 5 golden habits for healthy aging. Simple steps that protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and lift your spirit. None of them require wealth or perfect health. They ask only for intention and consistency. Before we begin, may I ask you something? Where are you watching from today? Write your country or state below. And if you believe your best years can still be ahead, subscribe now so you never miss the guidance that can change your tomorrow. Now let us begin with the first golden habit. The first golden habit is walking. So simple, so ordinary, yet it holds the power to change the course of your health, your mood, and even your future. Walking is more than moving your legs. It is medicine that costs nothing. It strengthens your heart, lowers blood pressure, balances blood sugar, and helps your joints stay flexible. Each step is like a tune-up for your body. Harvard research found that older adults who walk daily reduced their risk of heart disease by nearly 40%. That is not a small number. That is the difference between fear and freedom. But the true gift of walking goes deeper. When you walk, your body releases endorphins. They lift your mood, ease stress, and soften the weight of sadness. Many people say that after a gentle walk, they feel lighter, clearer, more alive. It is not just exercise, it is healing for the spirit. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 76-year-old from Colorado. After her husband passed away, she stopped going outside. Her knees stiffened, her sleep became restless, and her heart felt heavy. One morning, her daughter encouraged her to walk just 10 minutes around the block. At first, she resisted, but she laced up her shoes and tried. Weeks later, her nights grew calmer, her stiffness eased, and she began to greet neighbors with a smile. Her doctor even lowered her blood pressure medication. Margaret now says walking saved her spirit before it saved her body. If you have ever felt the same weight, let me ask you to pause here. Comment the word "walk" below if you believe a single step could open a new door for you. And remember, walking is not about speed. It is about consistency. If balance is a concern, use a cane or a walker. Choose flat, familiar paths. Even 5 minutes counts. You can break it into shorter sessions throughout the day. Each step is a promise to yourself. Walking also builds connection. Invite a friend. Take your grandchild by the hand. Talk with your neighbor as you stroll. Moments like these strengthen both body and heart. And if you prefer solitude, walking alone can be a quiet meditation. The sound of birds, the warmth of sunlight, the rhythm of your own breath. These moments return peace to a worried mind. What many do not realize is this. Walking also sharpens your memory. It increases blood flow to the hippocampus, the part of the brain that keeps learning alive. Studies show regular walkers over 65 perform better on memory tests and lower their risk of dementia. So every walk is not only an exercise, it is an investment in your mind. Picture this. You step outside. The air is fresh. Your body begins to loosen. Each stride carries you forward, not just through space, but into a new way of living. Each step whispers, I choose health, I choose strength, I choose life. So begin today. Walk down your hallway, walk across the yard, walk around the block. Let each step remind you that your story is still unfolding. Now let us move on to the second golden habit. The second golden habit is paying close attention to what you eat. As the years pass, food becomes more than taste or comfort. It becomes either medicine for your body or poison that slowly drains your strength. Many older adults believe fatigue, aching joints, or sleepless nights are simply part of aging. But often it is not age at all. It is what sits on the dinner table. Let me share the story of Thomas, a 79-year-old from Ohio. After his wife passed, he relied on frozen meals, canned soups, and sweetened cereal. He drank little water, choosing soda to keep himself awake. Over time, his blood pressure rose, his stomach grew uneasy, and his memory faded. He thought this must be what old age feels like. Then one day at a local senior center, he attended a nutrition workshop. Something clicked. He replaced his sugary cereal with oatmeal fried foods with grilled chicken and desserts with fresh fruit. He filled a pitcher with water each morning and sipped throughout the day. In just 3 months, his doctor told him his blood sugar and blood pressure had improved. Thomas himself said, "It feels like I turned back the clock 10 years. This is the hidden power of food. It can pull you down, or it can lift you up. So what should you choose? Whole foods rich in color and life. Leafy greens, berries, beans, nuts, sweet potatoes, avocados, salmon, sardines. These foods fight inflammation, protect memory, and keep the heart strong. The National Institute on Aging found that seniors who follow a Mediterranean-style diet lower their risk of Alzheimer's by up to 35%. Your fork can shape your future memories. On the other side, processed foods take more than they give. Chips, pastries, deli meats, and soda may feel convenient, but they are loaded with hidden sugars, salt, and chemicals. Eating them is like pouring sludge into a fine machine. It slows you down, clouds your mind, and weakens your heart. And remember this, hydration is as important as food. With age, the sense of thirst fades, but the need for water grows. Dehydration can cause dizziness, fatigue, and even confusion. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Add lemon, cucumber, or berries if plain water feels dull. Try herbal teas that calm your nerves. Cooking at home is another simple act of power. When you prepare your meals, you control what goes in. You reduce hidden sugars and salt, and you rediscover the joy of nourishing yourself. Cooking does not need to be complex. A simple dish of fresh vegetables and grains can go a long way. Do not fear that healthy eating demands perfection. It is not about strict rules. It is about small, steady swaps. Whole grain bread instead of white. A handful of nuts instead of cookies. A side of vegetables with your meal. Over time, these become habits, and habits become your life. Pause here for a moment. If you are ready to fuel your body with care, comment the word food below. Let this be your promise to yourself. What you eat will not only decide how long you live, it will decide how well you live. Let food be your strength, not your struggle. Now let us continue with the third golden habit. The third golden habit is keeping your mind active. Your brain is like a muscle. If you use it, it grows stronger. If you neglect it, it weakens. Many people believe memory loss is inevitable with age, but science shows something different. The more you challenge your mind, the more you protect your independence, your identity, and your joy. Let me share the story of Helen, an 82-year-old retired teacher from Vermont. After her husband passed, her days grew quiet. She watched television for hours, flipped through old photo albums, and slowly began forgetting appointments, phone numbers, even recipes she once knew by heart. It frightened her. One day, her grandson gave her a crossword puzzle book. At first, the pages seemed overwhelming, but with patience, she solved one, then another. Soon, she was reading novels again, writing short notes to friends, and even joined a small book club at her local library. Helen said it felt as if she woke up from a long nap. Her laughter returned. Her confidence returned. Research from the Mayo Clinic and the Alzheimer's Association confirms this truth. Regular mental activity, reading puzzles, learning new skills lowers the risk of cognitive decline, and the choices are endless. You can read a book outside your usual comfort, write your thoughts in a journal, play strategy games like chess, learn a language or an instrument, take an online class even just once a week. Every small challenge builds new connections in your brain. Even simple conversation matters. When you talk with others, you listen, process, remember, and respond. That is a full workout for your mind. One underrated skill is curiosity. Ask questions, explore ideas, try a new recipe, start a diary of memories. Each act of curiosity keeps your brain flexible and alive. Do not forget the power of teaching. Sharing your wisdom with others reinforces your own memory. Show your grandchild how to plant a garden. Explain how you manage family finances. Teaching grows both minds. Another powerful tool is mindfulness meditation. Just 10 minutes of quiet breathing can improve memory, reduce stress, and sharpen focus even in people over 70. It does not require special training. Just sit, breathe, and be present. Neglecting your mind invites decline, but nurturing it creates vitality. You are never too old to grow. Your brain is waiting for you to use it. Let me ask you now, what activity will you try this week to give your brain a workout? Comment the word mind below and let us inspire each other. Staying mentally active is not about filling time. It is about preserving your story, your thoughts, your voice, your identity. The more you challenge your mind, the more you protect who you are. Now let us move forward to the fourth golden habit. The fourth golden habit is strength training. Many imagine this as heavy weights, crowded gyms, or young athletes. But here is the truth. After 60, strength training becomes more important, not less. Why? Because beginning in our 50s and faster after 70, the body starts to lose muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. By the time you reach your 80s, you could lose up to half of your muscle if you do nothing. This loss does not only mean weaker arms or slower legs, it means higher risk of falls, fractures, and losing your independence. Let me share the story of Robert, an 80-year-old from Indiana. After a minor fall in his garden, he felt shaken. His doctor suggested simple strength exercises. At first, Robert said, "I am not a gym person." But his granddaughter, a physical therapist, guided him with gentle routines. Standing up from a chair without using his hands. Wall push-ups. Light squats while holding onto a table. Step by step, he grew stronger. Within 2 months, Robert could climb stairs again without help. He walked with more confidence. Most importantly, he felt safe in his own body. He said, "Strength training gave me back my freedom." Strength training does not require a gym. Your own body is already the best tool. Chair squats, wall push-ups, heel raises, marching in place, gentle planks at the wall. All can be done at home, even in a small space. Science supports this. The National Institute on Aging confirms that strength training preserves bone density, lowers the risk of fractures, improves blood sugar control, reduces fall risk, and lifts mood. It even improves posture. Standing taller allows you to breathe deeper, move easier, and carry yourself with pride. And here's the most inspiring fact. It is never too late to begin. A study showed that even people in their 90s gain mobility and strength after just weeks of resistance training. Age is no barrier, only hesitation is. You do not need to sweat like a soldier in boot camp. 15 to 20 minutes 2 or 3 times a week is enough. Focus on steady, correct movement, not speed. Over time, you will notice not only stronger muscles, but also better sleep, higher energy, and greater confidence. Strength is not about lifting weights. It is about lifting yourself out of fear, lifting yourself into freedom. Every repetition is a message to your body. I am still here. I am still capable. I am still strong. Pause for a moment. If you feel inspired to take back your strength, comment the word strong below. Let this be your first step toward reclaiming your freedom. Do not wait for weakness to decide your path. Choose strength today, because when your body is strong, your spirit rises with it. Now let us discover the fifth golden habit. The fifth golden habit is keeping your social ties strong. You can walk every day. You can eat wisely. You can train your body and sharpen your mind. But if you live in loneliness, your health is still at risk. Research from Brigham Young University revealed something shocking. Chronic loneliness can raise the risk of early death as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that. Loneliness can be as harmful as a lifetime of smoking. As we grow older, friends move away. Loved ones pass on. And sometimes it feels easier to stay home than to reach out. But isolation, though common, is never harmless. Let me share the story of Mary, an 83-year-old from Maine. After her husband died, she stopped attending church. She gave up her weekly card game. Most of her days were spent in front of the television alone. Within a year, her daughter noticed the change. Mary looked sadder. She repeated herself in conversation. Her energy faded. Her doctor asked about her social life. That single question began a new chapter. Mary started volunteering twice a week at her local library. She joined a senior book club. She invited her grandchildren for Sunday dinners. Soon her appetite returned. Her memory grew sharper. and her smile came back. That is the power of connection. It heals the heart, it restores energy, it protects the mind. So how can you stay connected? Call or video chat with a friend, even for 5 minutes. Join a group, a walking club, a gardening circle, a community choir. Volunteer at schools, hospitals, or shelters. Reconnect with old friends. A simple message that says, "I was thinking of you," can open a door. Even small daily interactions matter. Say hello to a neighbor, chat with a barista, share a kind word with someone in the grocery line. These brief moments add up. Humans are wired to connect. Even short exchanges can lift your mood and reduce isolation. And do not underestimate online communities. Senior groups, hobby forums, or spiritual discussions can all bring real companionship. Connection is a skill. Like any skill, it grows with practice. The more you reach out, the easier it becomes. If you have been feeling alone, take courage. Extend an invitation. Accept the one offered to you. It is never too late to form new friendships or deepen old ones. The more connected you are, the more alive your spirit feels. And that sense of belonging may be the greatest medicine of all. Pause for a moment. If you are ready to nurture your relationships, comment the word "together" below. Let us remind each other that none of us walk this road alone. Because healthy aging is not only about food or exercise, it is also about who walks beside you, listens to you, and cares for you. That is the heart of a long, fulfilling life. Now let us bring all 5 golden habits together in the conclusion. So now you have discovered the 5 golden habits that can transform the way you age. Walking regularly, eating with care, keeping your mind active, building physical strength, and staying socially connected. None of these habits require perfection. None demand youth or wealth. What they ask for is intention, a choice each day to take small steps toward health and joy. Aging is not a curse. It is a privilege. It is a chance to honor your story, to cherish the body that has carried you, and to write new chapters stronger and wiser than before. The men and women we admire most in their later years are not those with the most money or the most perfect health. They are the ones who chose to keep going, the ones who walked when it hurt, who reached out when they felt alone, who challenged their minds when the world told them to slow down. So I ask you now, which habit will you begin today? Will it be a short walk around the block, choosing fruit instead of sugar, calling an old friend just to say hello? Whatever you choose, remember this: big change comes from small daily actions. Your tomorrow begins with the step you take today. If this message has inspired you, subscribe now to our channel. Join this community of strength and hope. Together we can make these golden years the best years of your life. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next video.